It's your girl Shells.
It's Miss Ash with an I.
And it's Alicia.
Oi, oi, oi.
Back in the court. Yeah, in our trenches.
We're
Guys,
back in the trenches.
check us out. We look cute.
Or whatever.
We look cute, guys. You see our contrast?
Can you see?
We really did this one today. We did this.
Guys, our outfits will not be linked. Because I'm not doing all
We're
of
looking
that.
like an inside out Oreo. Because we've got chocolate in the middle.
Anyway, guys, if you're not subscribed, if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Literally, he's like Oreo, like oh my gosh. Anyhow, you know what
but
to
he's
do.
proper dark like an Oreo though. I wish I had one to make comparison. Guys, sorry man, because it just looked like an Oreo, like a new gen one.
Is the lighting correct?
Yeah.
You're looking, you're good, man.
I might not look as dark on
chocolatey.
on the
Nah, man, they're gonna see.
Cool.
They're gonna see the contrast. If we stood right next to you, they would imagine an Oreo.
Cool. No problem.
Okay. So
Anyway.
This biscuit's not for sale, FYI.
No problem.
Can we introduce this biscuit, please?
Yes, introduce yourself. Who are you?
I am Sterlin, Platinum Sterlin, Adrian to some, Sterlin to others.
Are you going to give us a bit more vim? Like...
What do you mean?
Like
Sterling,
energy.
Sterling,
This is your normal tempo, isn't it? This is like
it
his
is,
tempo.
It is.
Okay.
But I wake up as we go along.
Okay,
I wake
cool.
up as we go along.
Wake up as we go along.
Love this.
Well.
Guys, we're glad to have you here, Mr. Platinum Sterlin, yeah. Adrian to some. Guys, it's been a hard one trying to get this man to come on any podcast, to be honest, yeah. He's not new to the limelight. Actually, that's the lie. He stays in the background. This is the events connoisseur boy. I don't know anything else to call him, to be honest. I wouldn't call him a businessman.
Why?
You wouldn't?
No,
Why?
like-
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying why.
Because that's when I think of him. I don't think of him as a businessman. I think of him and I just think of every event possible that you could possibly think to put on. I don't think he's not done any.
So why would that not make him a businessman?
I just wouldn't say businessman if you ask me.
Okay, educate me because I don't know nothing about you. So you're going to tell me about you then so the audience find out as well.
Yeah.
When I talk, am I looking? Who am I looking?
You just...
I asked you a question. You talk to me.
Yeah?
You can look any
Don't
way
worry
you
about
want.
it,
That's
yeah?
why the first question kind of
If you want
threw me off. I was like,
if you want to talk to the audience,
You
Yeah,
can.
over there.
But you can look
This-
at her,
this
you can
one.
look at anybody. It
No.
doesn't make a difference.
I want you to talk to me because
Wow.
I asked you the question.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. How you looking? Yeah, but I'm talking to you. It makes no sense.
I do events. I do events.
What type of events do you do?
I do events in a park. I do events in clubs.
Any ones
I
that
do
we wouldn't know of, like as a Londoner, maybe outside London?
People's Barbecue.
No, I've not heard of that.
No.
Shit, know that.
The Lock-In.
She ain't know that. That's
In Schengen.
no.
No,
You
do
gonna
you
know
what? I
that?
have seen a
The
little
link up?
thing. No.
No. Wow. Debate Corner.
No.
Well, yeah, obviously I've seen the debate corner. I've not gone. I know where it is. It's held in Bricky, so I know enough.
I've got a few brands. I've got a few brands that I do. That's 4 of them. I've left one out. Debate Corner. People's Barbecue. Link Up. Will come to me. I've left one out.
Okay,
I've left
wow.
one out. I've left one out. No, I've left one out.
So basically, if you're on South, people would have heard from you or heard about you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
South, East.
I'm from East. That's why I said that.
From East?
Yeah.
Which part?
You're not from East.
I am from
Stop
East.
here.
Don't be a beg.
What part of East is she from? What part of East are you from?
Go on, tell us. Tell them.
I've never been asked on camera before.
We know on the camera. What part
Oh,
of
yeah.
East? Yes.
She doesn't want to say that.
I'm from East London.
She don't want to say that.
Fair enough.
Unless you don't say it, because I'm on the outskirts of London. Yeah?
Exactly.
No, but I still London. I still
it's not-
live in a London borough.
It's not East London.
It's giving Croydon, yeah, because I don't classify Croydon as London. I don't care what no one has to tell me. Croydon is not London.
I think Croydon's London.
I don't.
It's
it
not
is
South. Are you originally a South baby?
No, from East.
Oh,
Really?
where from
Where
East then?
in East Hackney, E8, E5.
Are you gonna try doing me?
Yeah, see,
Oh.
Bust you on location, bro. Because not on the buses.
No, because there's maybe stalkers around. I'm telling people, they'll be like, I swear it was her. You didn't see me. You didn't see me.
I'm from East.
I'm originally from East.
I'm originally from East,
Which
like
part?
Hackney. I'm originally
Oh,
from East.
okay.
And before that, after that was Manor Park,
Okay.
New and Generals.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm from Hackney originally.
Really?
You know what?
Yeah.
Hackney grows some good grub.
Clearly.
We do.
Because I thought he was a South
No,
baby.
I mean, as in,
No, we do
I'm a
though.
South baby.
Hold on, so you was born in Hackney then?
Yeah, I was born in Hackney.
See, me too.
Were you raised in
Mother's
Hackney?
Hospital?
Same.
See,
What
see,
hospital?
touch me.
Mothers.
Same.
Mothers. I was
What?
born in Mother's
Sorry, I
Hospital.
don't know
Yeah.
that school. It was
Yeah.
beyond my era.
Same.
Okay, cool, innit? You
Homerton.
were Homerton.
You know that?
No?
You know that?
I always thought you were South.
I'm
Forget
from
that,
South.
man.
I'm
He
You
said,
have
South.
to get- he
he
said
said
from
mothers.
Hackney.
He
I'm
said
South.
mothers.
I'm South, but I was born.
No, he's
No,
from
no, no.
Hackney.
You're East, baby.
He's from Mothers, like me. We're born
Yeah,
in
we're born in the
Mother's
same
Hospital. Yeah, born in the same hospital, man. See,
Because
like
I
that.
felt funny about spudding. I don't
Yeah.
spud.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's
Spud
Spud.
women.
Touch your hand.
Wow, it's okay, boy. Let's get into the crux
No,
of
she's
it,
upset
boy.
now. She's like, he's in
No, 'cause I
Brazil.
didn't know that. Yeah. I'm fast.
We were born in the same, place.
Yeah.
It might have even been the same unit.
It could have been. It would have been, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but mother mentioned sorry.
Let me
Anyway, go on, Leash. Take the
So
ball.
we're
Take
getting
the ball.
into it. We're getting into it.
We're getting into
Say
it.
more.
I feel better now that you're from East. I
Yeah.
feel safe. Anyway, so
She said she feels safe.
Both. A bit both.
He has a safety error
Bit
because
of both. I'm from both.
you're a bit of both, yeah.
Yeah,
A bit
a
of
bit
South,
both.
bit of
Bit of
East.
both.
yeah, that's good.
Good
That's
little
good.
fatty mix, innit? Girls.
You're going first, innit?
Yeah,
I can tell.
Right. How can you tell?
Because you're just.
I'm ready.
Mm.
Yeah, I already told the audience we
Go
hold
on.
our phones. We have all
Ooh,
that
I'm loving to hear his
information
opinion on
there.
this.
All right. So I go last in my opinion. You go first, and then the girls go after. Yeah. So we want to hear from you.
Go on.
Men only respect men. Boom. What's your take?
What?
An unpopular opinion is men only respect men. So they only rate men. They only will deal with man. Not
Respectfully.
yeah. Hold on. What's that? No Diddy. Yeah.
What's that thing say again? No, what's it? That thing they say?
Or why for that?
Pause or whatever.
And
Crap
that.
you got to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pause.
Yeah.
I don't.
Over the head. Over the head.
I don't think that's true.
Why not? Or why do you feel that could be a perception?
Men only respect men. It's a wild one.
Like
I
in
work with a lot of
business, for
women.
In
That's
business,
what I
yeah.
need- that's what I
go on.
I work with a lot of women. I've got a lot of women around me business-wise.
Mm.
So, business-wise. So, and there's a lot of women that keep what I've got going behind the scenes.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of men in that team
Mhm.
other than business partners. So
Mhm.
when you say men only respect men, I disagree. That's why I disagree. I don't
Okay.
work with a lot of men. I don't work with a lot of men like that.
So you see them as your equals. The gender has nothing to do with it.
Whoa, say that again. I see women as my equal.
Yes. So
Um,
as a female, as a woman, she is your equal. Then. Ash is look at her face. She's like
There's-
ready for this
I want you
response.
to answer good.
there's probably women out there who can be looked at as equal.
Yeah,
Yes,
uh-huh.
there is, but not every. No.
Continue.
Wait.
I have another question off the back of that. So hold on.
Fire it up.
Yeah, I'm on
Love
one
it.
today. I ate food this morning. That was it. Yeah, the last episode I was hungry. Yeah, now I'm not.
Women and men are equal, but we're better than each other at different things.
Well
Like
done.
what?
Well thought out.
Like what?
Yes. So then you're then saying that potentially in certain scenarios
Mm.
you're going to feel that a man's going to be better at something than a woman.
Probably,
in certain
yeah, 100%.
scenarios?
Yeah.
And
But
then-
vice versa, though.
Okay, cool. So does it then impact on the level of respect that you give someone then in that?
No, because no,
So what,
no, because the women, no,
what
because
would make you not respect someone?
what made me not respect someone?
Yeah,
As in,
categorically. If once they've done that, you're like, yeah, that you're done for me.
Two-Face. You get that more time from men.
Really?
See, because they're
You get that
bitches.
more time from men.
Yeah.
Example,
Wow.
because
Yeah,
you're in the industry and you cross hands with. You're in the industry, so you cross hands a lot with money. You cross hands with understanding. There's a lot of stuff that you will cross hands with. So, in what regards why do you say Two-Face? Because that was a strong response, and you said men in particular, which means you've directly experienced that. So, what example of two-face you feel like?
Women talk a lot. Women can chatty pat. Guys can chatty pat too. But I think guys are a little bit worse at it. Like I said, I work with a lot of women. Women tell me everything. Everything. Guys talk to women. Women tell me everything. So I hear everything. There's no stones unturned. Off the back of that, I would say guys are very bitchy and two-faced. Women can be it as well, but guys are worse.
Really?
In my experience, guys are worse.
See, if we said that now, they'll be chatting rubbish. I'm glad.
Maybe not, you know.
I
Maybe not, maybe not, maybe
agree
not.
with you though. I think
think-
some men, not all obviously, but some men can be so effing bitchy and they have sass with it. Do you get what I mean? It's like, are you okay? You shouldn't have been behaving in these types of ways. And let me tell you another thing as well. Do you see how you said about two-face? I think men's version of a two-face is different from a
And
woman's
that's
version.
why
I was going to say that.
And a man's version
Go too deep.
is more deadly.
Why? Just give us.
So you think
surface.
You make me go into it and then someone will be like, right, he's talking about
Is
me.
he talking about me? But do you know what? If they feel that, then maybe that sometimes I said I'm in the don't give a heck era. You have to just say things, and it may not be at
Do
that
you care?
person.
No.
It's not
So why is it a problem if you say it?
because he doesn't want it to cause any
It
issues.
could never be a problem and there will never be any issues.
Okay, cool.
But there's reasons.
Sometimes you don't need to
There's
say things
reasons.
as well.
Less is more.
Yeah, less is more.
reasons.
It's cool. It's cool. I hear it. Men respect men.
You're trouble-
100%. I agree.
troublesome.
I agree with the statement. I genuinely believe
It's
that
not only men respect men, men only respect men.
and
isn't
men
it?
only respect men.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I believe that
Nah,
is true.
nah, that's
I
not true.
Men only
believe
respect men.
that it
That's
is
not
true.
I feel like you look at it from a different perspective
That's not
because
true.
you're.
How can you only respect?
Men only respect men.
So I don't respect my mum.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Men only respect men.
So I don't. I'm asking you. So
Yeah,
I
so
don't.
therefore, yeah.
You love your mum.
You love your mom.
You don't. I didn't,
But we're not
respect
talking
and
about
love
love,
is
we're
different. I don't think you
But
respect.
he just said that.
So then
He
let's
just said.
stick to respect then.
Let's
So
stick
I
to
don't respect my
I
mum.
don't know. Do you
Maybe.
respect your mum?
Of course I do.
It's not a cool. Okay.
Mum,
Yeah.
aunt, sister. Like yeah.
Men only respect women that are in close proximity to them.
Can we pause that just for
Can I
one?
say-
Can we
No.
pause that for
Hold
one?
on.
second?
Let
Whoa.
go.
Go
Men,
on.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
men only respect women who are in close proximity
That's
to
the best
them.
thing you said,
I.e.,
in your opinion.
yeah, in my opinion,
You
yeah.
can't argue with opinions.
No, you can't. But we can still go back and forth because you disagree, right? So, in my opinion, you raising your mum, sisters, aunts, these are women who are in close proximity to you.
Yeah.
As in, so you are going to respect them. But for the general, yeah, if there were women, let's just say your mum, I don't know, this is all hypothetical because I don't know your mum.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say your mum has 2 baby dads, for instance. Would you necessarily agree with her doing that or whatever?
Yeah, do you
or
respect me?
Would you respect her
Hold
for
on,
that?
hold
Just
on.
wait. Let's not make it personal.
Hold
Just
on,
wait,
hold on,
Ash.
hold on.
Let's make
No.
it personal.
Let's just wait. Do you get what I mean? You may think that our women that have multiple baby dads are X, Y, Z, but your mum may.
He's not gonna respect.
Let's just go back to the fact
Do you
that
get what I
if
mean?
your mum was in that scenario, would
just
you find it as
hypothetical.
a respect? Would you rate that?
What are you asking me?
The question is from not me, it's from Shells. Yeah.
Do you rate someone who has multiple babies?
No,
No, but that's not my
somebody.
question.
Your
That's not
mum.
my question.
If it was a hypothetical and your mother, had more than one baby father, would that make you look at her differently to the point whereby you don't respect her for having multiple baby fathers?
I'm gonna say because it's a mum.
Exactly.
Because it's a mum.
No,
You gotta take
But
the
then
mum.
that
out.
leans on to my point.
But a guy's never gonna look at his mum. If my mum had 6 kids or 6 different dads, she's gonna be my mum.
Let me ask
I'm
you a
never gonna look at
question
her.
If
But no,
alright,
but Leash,
yeah,
that
that's
confirms
a-
my
yeah,
point
yeah.
because she's in close proximity to you because that is your mother.
No, but I was going to spin it a little bit.
Go on.
If it was your mum, and just say that all those relationships that she had with those men, including your own dad, were abusive men, yeah, are you still going to respect your mum for choosing those 6 different men that are abusive?
Yeah.
Are you going to respect your mum?
Yeah, because it's your
This is
mum.
mum.
And then you
And
got
then
your
you
point.
just confirm my point. Men respect
Would you-
women who are in
now-
close
now-
proximity.
now-
But I know-
the
but I
question
know-
is,
but
would
I
you-
know- but
would
I
you-
know-
hold on, would you rate a woman, yeah, that was your friend, who had 6 baby fathers that were all abusive? Would you respect her for being with these 6 abusive men?
One after the other after the other.
Yes.
And they're all abusive.
Even how
Yes.
he
I'd say no. I'd
confirmed my point.
say no, but you're
You did.
but 6 and they're all abusive. Like
Yeah,
look
but
at the
so was
look at
your
the
mum.
look at the
So was
your
in your
mum.
hypothetical thingy, the same thing was your mum. Your dad was abusive
Hold on,
as well.
hold on. Wait,
hypothetically.
hold on. Would I respect her. Would I respect her? I think you're using the wrong words, you know.
No.
Would I respect her? If you've got respect for someone, you've got respect for someone. The 6 baby fathers shouldn't
We spoke about this on our
Shouldn't-
live show, and it's the wrong word.
change
It's
that.
not
I
the
don't
wrong
think it
word.
is
It's not the
wrong
wrong
word.
word.
I don't think
It's an unpopular opinion, and it's not the wrong word.
Maybe the word's unpopular.
I know women that are in abusive or have been in abusive relationships before. I don't respect them less because of it.
But if they choose to stay in it, for example,
If they choose to stay in it, I rate
Choose
them.
to stay in it,
If they choose to
inverted
stay in it, I
commas.
rate them less.
rate them less.
Yeah, I'll rate them less.
So
But
there's-
then you've made it go mad by saying, "Oh, and she's got 6 kids for 6 of them." So I think the question's a bit mad. Me
Not
personally,
really, because there's loads of people out there that have those scenarios.
I know
with
women.
multiple.
I know women in abusive relationships,
Mhm.
or that have been in abusive relationships. I don't respect them any less because of it. My opinion. Me personally, I don't
That's
respect them
fine.
any less because of it.
Yeah.
If they stay in it, if they stay in a relationship, if they ask my opinion, I might run them a little bit. Say, "What are you doing? You're an idiot."
Mm.
But I don't know. I don't think I respect them less. Me personally, I don't think I respect them less.
All we can say is fairs, boy.
Yeah, I don't think.
Basically-
Everyone's situation is different, isn't it?
It is,
yeah.
but it's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
The reason why I kind of jabbed you a bit more is just because it was to try and take out the scenario away from that closeness, like Shells was saying, whether it's like your mom, your sister, your auntie, or your cousin or whatever, and then put it onto a friend. Would you view it differently to someone who's actually close to you? Do you get what I mean? Because how you're seeing it is going to be different. Your mum is your mum, your aunt is your aunt, your nan's your nan, and whatever. You go, no, that's different. But then when it's outside, then you're saying something totally different.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I've always said this.
I
Anyway.
didn't go too far different. I just said,
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
But that's why I asked
fairs.
it.
That's why we
Yeah,
have to
I
say
don't-
fairs. Can I just say another thing? Yeah, the reason why I think men are what is it? Men only respect men, right? We can say anything on this podcast. For instance, I can just give us loads of examples. Me, I'm number 1 category person that says whatever. You, Ash, whatever. People will come for our necks. A lot of them are men, and they say disrespectful things. Disrespectful. But you have a male podcaster.
And they don't.
And they will say maybe similar or the exact same thing. Sentiments are the same, and the men will not come for them. The men will not say pim.
We
You will
know
not
some
hear.
podcasters.
yeah, but some
person-
guys have more chat for women than guys, innit?
All right. So in just in like looking at the general consensus, my thing is I think that men respect men. Men they see another man and they say, yeah, boom, you know what? It's either we're fighting, it's on, and then we squash it, and then we go our separate systems.
You're saying respect. Let me give you the definition.
No, I'm just thinking-
Hold on,
I'm
I've got the
thinking-
let me
go
just
on.
give you the definition of it.
Yeah, go on.
Because this is what you got to come down to as well. So respect, a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something, by their abilities and qualities or achievement. Yeah. Due regards for feelings and wishes or the rights of others, or admire. Yeah, admire deeply as a result of their abilities, qualities, and achievements. So when you break down what
Then it's not
respect
respect
means,
then for me.
you see what I'm saying? Because then if your person is
Why
then,
are you looking at
It's not respect then. If that's we're talking
So
about
can I
men
ask
and
you
not
something?
comments.
Can I-
Yeah, I
do you
want
see what I'm saying? Is that respect?
Do you two agree or disagree with what she's saying?
I don't agree.
That
And you
men
don't
only
agree.
respect men.
Yeah. You don't look like you agree either. You
She's
don't
on
sound
the-
like
no,
you
she's
agree.
on the fence.
Sounds like
I'm on the fence.
you're not.
She's on the fence.
That's not the energy I'm getting. I feel like you don't. Agree
I
with it.
agree.
But you
And
don't
I've got a
wanna-
first-hand example.
You agree with what yourself?
I agree with the unpopular opinion.
She
I've
agrees
got-
that men respect men.
Men only respect men.
Only remember.
Only respect men.
And that's why I say
So
no.
it's your unpopular opinion, and she agrees with your unpopular opinion,
Yeah.
but you don't agree with her.
No, I don't agree with that.
That's different.
Yeah.
Fair
Why
enough.
is that different?
Are we all supposed to agree?
You know we're different.
You are different. But it's your.
No, it's not even
Because
hers.
it's your-
No,
It's not my
Oh, it's not
person.
yours.
No,
it's
Anne.
Anne.
A
We
Anne.
week.
come to the
A.
show with
But someone sent that in.
It's like
Yeah.
a debate corner. Are you,
Fair enough.
you do this?
Wow.
But I would tell you that at the debate corner. You haven't told me that. I'm thinking it's.
no.
I'm thinking.
Okay,
Let me
cool.
tell you, we don't know we're going to discussion.
How do I know that?
It's not my personal
How do I know
opinion.
that?
It's
If I was part of the
don't
pod,
have
I'd
to
let
give
everyone
away
know
the
that. I
whole
would.
gist.
Yeah.
Because we have to have this
bag.
surprise of element. We don't
We don't need to give away the whole bag.
Yeah.
Cool. I understand that now.
An unpopular opinion. Yeah, it's just from people that some people share that view. I don't hold that view. Shells agrees with it, and Aisha's actually not too sure whether she agrees with it or not.
I've got a reason why I
think
agree.
men are weird anyway.
They
Men
are
weird.
They're-
So I think men are weird.
So why did you ask me if I ain't got respect for you?
The reason why I made it personal is because I had to put because I like to make things contextual, and obviously you're never really gonna truly answer anywhere here on this pod. That would be wild.
You don't know that.
That'd
You
be
might.
wild.
You might
That'd be wild for you to say no. I don't really respect you. I would love for you to do that. That'd be very controversial. You would give us all the views for that, so that'd be fantastic. But I always like to throw it in. I like to throw stuff like that.
You might as well do it now. Go, fuck it. Fuck it.
know
You're
what,
egging
you
me
wanna
on.
draw yourself out, let's draw.
I'll draw you out then.
Who
Fuck it.
cares? But I don't even care at this point. But off the back of what Shells was saying is because we've watched a lot of podcasters that are males get into spaces that we are not privy to get into. And
Happy to name them.
Of course we can't name them.
Get all the views. Why?
We can't name
That'll
them.
get the views.
No, because it will look like we're causing. We can say it
No,
to
it
them.
won't.
No, we've actually said it to them. I've said it to them one
Say it
time
again.
actually. No, I'm not going to do that because it's unnecessary. But there's more podcasters that get into spaces that we are not privy to get into because they're men. They're not saying it. They're actually not that they're boring, but we would be a good fucking time. You have
When you
to
say
invite us into those
spaces,
spaces.
what do you mean?
Like it's so much when we think about collabs. When we think about like even for instance, yeah. For instance, like, how long have you been doing Debate Corner?
Since 20. Why are you laughing?
You have to think.
Yeah, I've got to think.
Oh,
Since
sorry.
I told you there's a lot going on. Since 2022 October.
Okay, guys. So if you don't know, yeah, Debate Corner is one of Sterling's events whereby he has like a live debate. There's a panel of advocates, he calls them, and they interact with the audience. Now, when I first saw Debate Corner, he had some people in the panelists that were not any influencers. They were just random people that were just talking.
And that's
basically.
fine.
And that's perfectly fine.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
of course it is. Now, mind you, even though this man interacted with our content, it took him a while to even engage, for him to say that, oh, we should jump on and be an advocate, which I was like,
It's not true.
What you say?
That's not true.
That's not true. Let's go and clarify. Mind you, I've seen loads of other people come in there. Go ahead then. We like to cause controversy, but go and respond. It took him ages. So for me, I just feel like those spaces are easier for men to get into, to weed into, and they don't have to really do much. There's some big podcasters that are with people that are on a lower level or same level of us. We don't get that same assignment. They're not coming to us to ask us.
When you say
anything.
we, are you talking about three of you or yourself?
No. We're talking about female
You are
interaction.
talking.
I'm not talking about me.
Oh, so when you say we, you mean
As in-
female?
I'm talking about women. I'm talking about
Okay,
the podcast. I'm
cool.
talking about women.
Okay, cool.
Women.
Go
I'm
on,
talking
sorry.
I can't
Go
talk
on.
about myself.
All right, go
when
on.
we're on the podcast together.
All right, go on.
So when Alicia brought up the question about do men respect men, and she was saying she believes it, that for me would be an example of why I think men respect men. It's so much easier for you lot to get into spaces, to get into doors, whether it's money, whether it's events. I'm in the podcast space, so I can only speak about that. And I know that we don't get to go into space unless we're very forthcoming and in your face.
Every debate corner's had 3 men and 3 women. There's always been. So, are you talking about the men there? Because every time I've got 3 men, there's 3 women sitting next to them
To make it balanced, yeah?
to make it balanced. So, are you talking
I
about?
get what you're saying.
Yeah, basically. He's like, what's your
Made it
point?
sound like I've got a panel of 6 men, and
No, you haven't got a panel of 6 men.
there's always 3 women there.
Yeah.
How does that
So
relate
you're
to
saying,
him?
how
Yeah.
does it relate to him?
The point that I said to you was that it took a long time, considering.
There might be a reason for that.
Oh, well,
Might.
there could be.
Could not be.
But equally, your point still stands, Sean. So maybe I do agree with you to an extent.
Do you know what, yeah?
But the close proximity thing, I do agree, because when she asked you the question in particular into your mum, you answered and said, yeah, you respect your mum. But you wouldn't respect if it was another woman. But
I didn't
and I
even
gave
say
you
that.
and you hear the definition as well.
No,
like
he said he
18
would. He said that wouldn't dictate his
Yeah,
respect.
but if you think about the wording and what respect actually means,
Do you
and
agree with the-
admiration
do you
for
agree with
someone,
that wording?
would you admire?
I mean, it was a
that
bit-
type
it was a
of
bit
behaviour?
long-winded.
No, you
But do you
wouldn't.
agree
I
with that?
wouldn't.
Because I don't agree with that definition.
Nah, it's a
No,
bit
but that's
long-winded.
It is a
People-
definition. I just gave loads of different under that category of respect.
Yeah. Do you?
I'm one of them guys where I like to hear something land in the first 2 sentences.
And because it was so long, you lost half of it. Yeah. Because when you think about
Admiration, having admiration
Because
for
about to
someone
ask,
is a
is
level
that-
of respect. Would you have admiration for someone that chose to be in a DA relationship? And I say
DA?
chose,
DA?
yeah,
Domestic
abusive
Okay.
relationship. And they had this encounterment 6 times, 6 baby fathers, same scenarios. You're telling them leave. They're like,
He
yeah, I
already
know.
said that,
blah,
it
blah,
doesn't
blah.
matter.
No, but I'm saying
If it happened
with-
6 times, I'd probably think you're an idiot, but I wouldn't lose
But
this.
you saying that they're an idiot.
Does that mean you
That
lack
means that
respect?
you don't have respect for them because
Yeah.
the whole point of the definition of respect is to have admiration for someone. So you're
There's
not.
people that I've got respect for, but when it comes to certain things, I think they're an idiot.
Okay.
Then all in all, then you don't have respect for that person.
So
I
then are we-
disagree.
Yeah, are we saying then that because if respect means admiration, I don't think I wouldn't say that I admire the people that I respect.
Remember what we discussed, yeah? There's 2 various elements to respect, and this is what I was trying to thingy. There's respect, like just mutual respect. I'm a human being, you're a human being. Like, we have to respect each other because we're all humans. Then there's another, I actually respect you because you're graft, how you carry yourself, what you do in society, how you help other people, so on and so forth. Like how just your posture, everything about you, I actually respect that person. Now, I think that men, in my opinion, like I said, I think men will do that regardless to another man, just by virtue of the
default,
fact
That they're
because
a
he's a
man.
man. Yeah. Because in the animal kingdom, because I always bring it down to the animal kingdom, males dominate and they fight each other. They fight each other. Like, I'm the domineering man.
agreed,
I'm
yeah.
the domineering male. Like this is my patch. You fight me. Whoever wins that patch, cool, you're the winner. And then you've got the thingier males who say, okay, cool, yeah, here's the winner. And they're
beta.
not gonna.
No, but you know what?
And that's it.
But
Let's
then
take it
I
into-
would
Can I quickly say something about the bacon?
society-wise, it's a little bit different.
Real quick, yeah. Because you
I was gonna go back to your advent,
it's
but now
stuck in
you've got your head turned.
it's
over.
stuck in my head a little bit what you said. So the debate corner started in 2022. Hold on.
Are you sure you've started
I'm gonna be
this?
quick.
This is literally
No, I'm gonna be
off-air
quick.
conversation.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
go
quick.
on,
I'm gonna
2
be quick.
seconds.
So the debate corner started in 2022. Remember, it started at ground level and it got built. Yeah. I would say now it's gone to the next level. Yeah. And I've asked you to come on. I didn't ask you to come on when it was at ground level. I've asked you to come on when it's got to the next level.
We're on
So-
second tier.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm thinking like
Fair.
Hack the Empire and so things like that. That's what I'm thinking. So what I will say, just real quick, is you don't rush greatness. You don't rush greatness. So don't have it in your head or heart.
No, I don't have it in my
No,
head.
you do.
or heart
You
base.
do. You do.
No, I don't.
I know you. You do.
You do.
Don't think. Don't.
He
Don't.
said it.
Yeah, you do.
I agree with
so
him.
don't
You do.
think to yourself like, "Raw, why is he only asking me to come on now?" You don't. You make people come on when it's
The right
the time
time.
for them to come
When
on.
it's authentic.
And I study games, and I know I usually get the timing right. So don't.
Well, kudos
don't-
to you, man.
Yeah, so-
Because I was gonna say,
Don't take her in. No, it's done. It's done.
Yeah,
Guy,
yeah,
I
like,
wasn't talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
debate corner. I was leading from Alicia's point.
No, but I was going to add on to
Gosh.
something,
Yeah, go on.
right?
Sorry.
Culturally, in some aspects, because there was a football player, I forgot what his name is now.
Black or what?
Yeah, I know he was
Well,
smart.
he's not even black or white.
I know
He's
he was
other,
smart.
yeah.
I know he
You
was
would
Yeah,
know.
you saw
What
it, right?
football player is this? 'Cause you would
Right,
know.
and then he
What
went.
football player is
Hold
this?
on,
Yeah,
yeah, I
just
can't
wait,
remember
yeah,
the
yeah.
You don't
name.
know
Yeah?
who's talking
No,
about.
I think
And,
I
can't just know.
Go on. Just say her land.
Sorry, go on.
So basically, the presenter, her name is Katie. She went to go and shake his hand.
He didn't shake
yeah?
her hand.
And he
Yeah.
didn't shake her hand, and it caused a lot of controversy online.
Yeah.
Even Sheila Fergie on LBC was like, "How disrespectful! He didn't shake the hand." And a lot of people said it's not about having respect. Culturally, men where he comes from, I think it's like Moroccan or something. Yeah,
Not shaking.
they do not shake.
Is he Muslim?
Yes.
No, it's not only Moroccan. If you're a Muslim man, you don't shake hands with women. I mean, everyone who's is Muslim knows that.
It could be Muslim or it could be cultural.
I
I'll
get
tell you
it,
why.
but-
Because some people
I get it.
are more strict than others in their faith as well. So a Muslim man, just because you're Muslim, doesn't mean automatically you're not going to shake a woman's hand.
No, you don't categorically.
No. But I can tell you that I've shaken a Muslim
And he
man's
shouldn't
hand.
be doing that.
But the fact of the matter is, like I
There's
just
people
said,
just
yeah,
to do it.
that they will do it.
should.
Can I ask
yeah?
you a question? Have you spudded a Muslim man?
I don't know.
Fist spud.
I don't
Could you
know.
fist spudded me?
Yeah.
And I felt funny about it. That's
Yeah.
why I had to shake hand.
Yeah.
Would you spud a Muslim man?
Maybe, I don't know. I can't really give
Has
you
to
an
be in a
answer.
moment.
Huh?
Has to be in a moment for you
Has
to
to be
know.
in a moment.
Okay,
If
fair
he's
enough.
all cool and we're all chilling, yeah, I might go spud you
Fair
like, yeah,
Fair enough.
and done. Yeah. If he chooses not to spud me and says respectfully, "No, I ain't gonna do it," I'm not gonna feel offended by it.
So that's a religion thing why Muslims don't do what you said.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be about they don't touch another woman other than their wife. So to shake a woman, a female presenter, whoever the heck she is, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was not supposed to shake her hand.
Mhm.
How the British public took it, not everybody, but people were like,
The majority though.
Yeah,
British.
of course, right?
Yeah.
Well, like he was very disrespectful.
And I think you're
He
ignorant.
did not respect her. Yeah. And Katie, who was the presenter, she didn't see it as disrespect. Do you know what she said? Sorry.
Yeah.
And she apologized
Right.
because she forgot.
She had
within
understanding.
Yeah, she
Right.
right.
I was gonna say ignorance.
So my point is, when we're just talking about respect, I think sometimes in different cultures and religions, men how they perceive things, even in like African culture, I'm in the land of I'm a social worker, and I remember back in the day, men men when I used to go out and see men and tell them, oh, we're here because we got concerns of abuse and whatever, African men didn't even want to talk to me. They're like, what do you know? Little girl, you're a little woman, like, I want to speak to you. Let me come and speak to a man.
Yeah, but
What do you mean, what? What are you going to say about that?
I think African men are like that a little bit.
Okay, so, but we're talking about culture and religion. This is what I'm saying. So
Fair enough.
in some aspects, I could probably agree in some aspects for different cultures, potentially different religions, potentially. But I don't think it's an overarching, all like men only respect men for everybody. But I can see it in different cultures.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Some men
Because if I was
like
African and you asked me that, I might have answered different.
Yeah.
I might have. From my experience, from what I see, I might have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Jamaican, so.
But do you get what I mean? It's only
get
because we mix with different cultures,
You African?
isn't it?
I know you're asking me a silly question.
No, because the face you pull when I say I'm
Where am I from?
I don't know.
How do you not know anything?
Guys, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're
I'm
subscribed.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Subscribe button, please. Just stand
Like
here.
button.
You like?
No, I
You
don't
like?
think you're African. That's why I asked. I don't know.
Really?
I don't think there's anything wrong with Africans,
No, you
by the
don't.
way.
You have some